A massive round of inflation is getting ready to hit, or in some cases, already hitting. Take a look at what is going on here. We got multiple different rounds here. We'll start with this. Okay, first, the auto industry. Ford just raised pay for thousands of workers just before the union contract expires. This is only the start of it because they're still in negotiations. They did raise some pay here yesterday. Yeah, Ford said it fast tracked pay raises for nearly 8,000 workers, which is just a small fraction of them, represented by the UAW, United Auto Workers Union, over Labor Day, just days before the contract with the union expired. Under the pay increases, which were negotiated by Ford and the UAW 4 years ago, thousands of workers reached top wage rates with as little as 4 years on the job. The auto workers said on average, UAW represented Ford employees received a bump of $4.33 per hour increase. That seems like a decent amount, or $9,000 per year. However, they are still in negotiations. Ford sweetens UAW contract. I think this is for the rest of the people. Proposals in attempt to avoid strike. Remember here that the UAW wants a 46% raise and a 32-hour work week in a war against Detroit auto car makers. This is not just for Ford. This is for about 150,000 workers that they will go on strike if they don't get this 46% raise and to go down to a 32-hour work week, which is, 8 days a week, or I'm sorry, 8 hour days times 4 days. This seems like a 4-day work week. This would be for Chrysler, GM, Ford, Stellantis, which is the maker of Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and 16 different brands. And the deadline of September 14th could all strike all three simultaneously, something that has never been done. And when you see 46% raise, this is something similar that happened with the airline industry for the pilots. The stewardess, I believe, are actually seeking something similar right now, and they're threatening to strike. Also, we've seen something similar with the UPS industry, which you see the headlines here, can now be a very nice, well-paying job, can pay up to $170,000 a year when including all the benefits, when all that adds up, 401k, health benefits, et cetera, et cetera. I believe when that term ends, $170,000 a year, including benefits. Now, all these other industries want their 46% raises as well. And you can see how this will lead to significant raises on prices for shipping, for airline prices, and for auto prices. Next, we're also seeing this here in potential prices for Disney and all the Disney brands. Let me know if you have cable and you have noticed that all the Disney, ESPN, ABC, and ABC Go channels have been blocked from your cable on Spectrum and maybe even other cable outlets. Tens of millions of customers have lost access to ESPN, sports, ABC, and Disney channels. And this is because, again, when millions of workers want 46% raises or whatever raises they're seeking, and the companies have to pay them, again, I'm just kind of thinking out loud here, Don't look at any one particular company, such as maybe Disney, GM, Ford, the airlines, or whoever it is. Just think outside of the box here. They have to get paid, and the companies have to pay them. Somebody has to pay the money. And now Disney has to pay the workers who want more money. Think $15 an hour minimum for all the people working at the parks, people working at ESPN, people working at wherever they're working. Disney has a lot of employees, and now they want more money for their cable and their ESPN, all these different things. And they want more money from the cable companies, and they're in a dispute over this. And you can see here the Disney Charter cable TV dispute could cost Disney up to $2.3 billion. It all depends on how many customers ditch cable for good. And we are seeing a massive dispute here as they have pulled their TV channels from cable because they want more money. The cable companies don't want to pay it as of right now. Disney Plus has slashed their subscription price to $1.99 per month, under $2 a month, as their channels remain blacked out amid an epic battle with cable provider Charter Communications and Spectrum, maybe other companies as well. You guys can let me know down below in the comments section. But it's affecting a lot of different channels. And this promotion runs through September 20th. We have not seen this before on Disney. Disney Plus recent subscribers, almost 12 million. In fact, me and my wife are watching the recent new Star Wars series, Ahsoka. Let me know down below in the comments section if you're watching that. Really, really good series. It's Anakin Skywalker's Padawan. Really, really good series there. We also watched Boba Fett, and Star Wars has a lot of new series coming out. Really, really good series here on Disney Plus. So apparently you can sign up for $1.99, and there's all sorts of different stuff on Disney Plus, like literally movies. The new Avatar movies on there. We haven't watched that yet, but it's on our to-do list or our to-watch list. But literally ESPN's blocked out, and there's all sorts of different stations that like you'll just be like watching, going. We don't watch a lot of TV, but we watch some stuff because we're just busy. Julian gets off the bus now, and you come off, and then he wants to do stuff. By the time you actually sit down to watch TV, it's late at night. And it's like, yeah. So you'd be surprised how many stations Disney, ESPN, and ABC, which is all apparently part of the partner, the big conglomerate they own. And you wouldn't be surprised at that. And you might be a fan of Disney or not, because apparently, Disney is there's this big political battle with them now. But again, this is all part of the theme going on right now. Everybody wants their 46% raises. And when you look at a large company like this, when people want their large raises, or just you look at this continuing theme right now of basically minimum wage being $15 an hour. I get that minimum wage is not $15 an hour in all areas, but Florida actually, and I'll bring this up to show you guys. Yeah, so Florida actually passed $15 an hour minimum wage. So on November 3rd, 2020, Florida voters approved Amendment Number 2, which amends Florida's constitution to gradually increase the state's minimum wage to $15 an hour by the year 2026. And it's a step up thing, so it gets closer and closer to that. Remember, 2024 will be here in not that long. I mean, it's a matter of a few months here. So this gets closer and closer to the $15 an hour by 2026. 2024 will be here very soon. So it's probably getting close to about $14 an hour here, pretty close. And even though this isn't the case, a lot of the free market, or $15 an hour, is closed here. A lot of the free market has really just kind of demanded this. We're seeing places like Walmart and Amazon and Starbucks, a lot of these large employer companies having to pay this because when you need hundreds of thousands or even millions of workers nationwide, they can't pay $7.25. In fact, I doubt there's very many jobs that actually can pay $7.25. There's only a few states that even have the minimum wage that low, anyways, nowadays. There's just a few states. And a lot of states are actually $10 an hour, $11 an hour, $12 an hour minimum wage by state, anyways. Um, and the problem is that you're in a populated area with store after store after store after store after store in a line, people talk, or you can just go down the line and say, "How much are you hiring for?" "Oh, we're hiring for 12." "Oh, we're hiring for 13." "Oh, we're hiring for 14." People just aren't going to go and work at the place that's hiring for a dollar or two less when they could just work for the higher price. And this is inflation 101. And this is what's going to happen. You're going to see your cable bill go up or your TV bill. And I get that not everybody might pay for that. In fact, we're seeing a lot more cord cutters now. We're seeing people actually go to just pay for Netflix or just pay for Netflix and Disney Plus and not actually pay for the traditional cable because of the prices go up. But the prices go up because these large conglomerates like Disney Plus, ABC, ESPN, all those things are in there because they have to pay for all these employees. I mean, think about, how large of a network that is, and they have to pay. And you can kind of see the inflation here. Remember the average, we'll go back to the cars here, and they're going to get their 46% raise and they're cutting their work week. What's going to happen to the price of cars when they do that? The price of cars are going to go up dramatically. They might not go up 46%, but the cost of labor is going to go up 46% if they get their 46% raise. It's really going to even go up more than that because if they go down from a 40-hour work week to a 32-hour work week, they're going to actually have to hire more people if they stay on a 7-day work week production. Okay. And again, I don't know the work week production of each individual company: Ford, GM, Stellantis, Dodge, Chrysler. Okay. But let's just say they're all on a 7-day production, right? Okay. And so now they would have to rotate more workers in to stay on a 7-day production, or if they're on a 6-day production, something like that, right? To keep production going, they have to rotate more workers in. So it's actually costing them more than 46% on their raises for these companies. Okay. Now I get that parts aren't going to maybe go up 46%, but just think about the cost increases of what it's going to take here. And the average car prices right now, the average monthly car payment for new payment is $725 a month to buy a car. The average lease payment is $586. So when they have to give in a massive 46% raise across the board for all these different car brands, this is just gonna go up. This is just gonna go up. This is just inflation 101. And we're seeing this in the airlines. We're seeing this in the cable companies. We're gonna see this at Disney. We're seeing this everywhere, guys. Everywhere, everywhere. And I don't think there's any way to escape this. Workers need their raises to afford cars. They need this to afford house payments. They need this to afford interest rates. It's a dog eat dog world out there right now. And buckle up, because if you want to get a new car, whether it's a lease or a buy, you're going to be looking at even more money than this coming here soon. And interest rates aren't going to be forgiving here. Those are going to be high or higher even sooner. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll keep you up to date. If you haven't yet, click the subscribe button down below and the bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos. The nice thing about that, there's no inflation there. It's completely free to do so. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to like and share these videos. Click here to see the big new change Walmarts are making right now, or click here to see the new mandates and closures that are happening across the US right now. Click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.